Texas, I'm Maya Rodriguez.
Maya, thank you. And that will do it for us today. I'm Chris Stewart. Denver 7 News at 5 starts right now.
Dozens of people marched through downtown Denver.
I do think that there's power in numbers.
Bringing attention to domestic violence and ways survivors can get help.
There's resources that I didn't know that we had, and so I decided to be that voice to let people know.
Plus, is the gig economy the answer for older workers looking for jobs?
And it occurred to me that the right way to do this is probably start my own business.
One Longmont man says he has never been happier and he's paying the bills. Contact Denver 7 followers.
The Broncos fall to the Raiders, and now they're on a quick turnaround ahead of Thursday Night Football without their starting running back.
We've got to overcome obstacles. We've got to be battle tested and be able to respond in a great way.
I think it's important that we bring attention to this because I feel like for the most part, the victims are the one carrying the burden.
Dozens marched through the streets of downtown Denver today to raise awareness for those no longer with us and those unable to speak out for themselves. Good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight at 5. I'm Andrew Heath.
And I'm Shannon Ogden. Glad you're with us tonight. October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And today, Denver Mayor Michael Hancock was joined by domestic violence survivors, also representatives from the Rose Andom Center, to highlight the resources available to victims.
Statistics from the Rose Andom Center, which provides support to domestic violence survivors, show 1 in 3 women and 1 in 4 men experience some form of physical violence by an intimate partner.
Well, tonight, Denver 7's Patrick Perez shows the stories of survivors and also the city's message for those in similar situations. Don't wait to ask for help.
A walk to remember the victims of domestic violence and the survivors who still carry the pain today.
Even when people are convicted and everything, the victims are always the ones that carry most of the burden.
Several dozen people marched Monday from the Rose Andom Center to the steps of the City and County of Denver building. Many with stories to share of trauma and triumph.
There's resources that I didn't know that we had, and so I decided to be that voice to let people know.
Crystal Ryan made her escape from the hands of her abuser more than a decade ago. City leaders celebrated her bravery and thanked her for being a face and voice of domestic violence awareness.
If you had told me 14 years ago that I would be standing here today with support from the City and County of Denver officials, I would tell you you're darn right because I'm just that strong. To my former abuser, thank you. Your scars did not hinder me. Your scars did not stop me. What they did was make me strong.
For some victims and their family members, Crystal's story serves as an inspiration to not wait and seek help.
I wish there had been resources and a team like we have here in Colorado to help her.
Pamela Ramirez lost her god sister, Angela Elizondo, in 2019. Her ex-boyfriend was charged in Wyoming with killing her, but he was later found unfit to stand trial, so the case was dismissed.
I'm here because I just told myself after this process, I wanted to take something that was really hard and ugly and turn it into something that was progressive for her. I think that she would be happy that I'm giving a voice and standing up.
And while it may be too late for some, these survivors hope their power in numbers sends a strong message home. Patrick Perez, Denver 7.
And several buildings across the city of Denver will be lit up in the color purple to recognize Domestic Violence Awareness Month next week. And those include the City and County Building, the McNichols Building, and Ball Arena.
And the city wants you to know there are so many resources available to help victims, and one is the Rose Andom Center. Located near 14th and Fox in downtown Denver, it offers safety and support services for victims. And during today's event, Rose Andom spoke about the building that bears her name and how important it is for everyone to know about it.
This is why we have the center. The center, it carries my name, but many of you have heard me say it's not about me. It's about all of you. It's about all of those individuals who are suffering today and don't know what to do. We all need to continue to get the word out.
And also today, Denver's police chief made it clear, no matter your situation, their officers will be there to respond.
And months like this are personal for Denver Mayor Michael Hancock. His sister was killed in a domestic violence incident back in 2002. Hancock says his sister, Karen West, was more like a second mom to him. And he says Karen was killed by her boyfriend at the time after she tried to end the relationship with him. Hancock says Karen told another sibling about the boyfriend's questionable behavior and agreed to keep it a secret.
We need a snitch. This is the time to snitch. This is the time to open your mouth. She just taught me how to treat people and treat people with care and tenderness, and however they decided to treat her was never her worry. It's how she treated people was her concern.
And if you would like to learn more about the resources available through the Rose Andom Center, we do have links for you right now on Denver7.com.
2 boys suspected of trespassing are fatally shot by a homeowner in North Glen. North Glen police say they found the 2 near 116th and Pearl yesterday afternoon. Police say the juveniles broke a fence to enter the backyard. That is when they say the homeowner approached them and shots were fired. Police also believe the victims are linked to another nearby burglary.
Police are investigating 3 separate shootings involving officers that ended with 2 people dead. One happened Sunday on an RTD bus in Aurora when police confronted a man with a knife. Police say the man had robbed a convenience store using that knife and then ran onto the bus. No police officers or passengers were hurt. In Boulder, this video shows a man pulling a gun and firing at least 2 shots on University Hill, close to the CU campus yesterday morning. When officers arrived, 1 officer fired his gun and 1 man was shot in the arm, and he is expected to be okay. And on Saturday morning, Aurora police shot and killed a man near the airport after they say he robbed a 7-Eleven and then led officers on a chase. 1 officer was hurt and is now recovering at home.
All right, I want you to take a look at your screen here. Police say a person driving a truck, very similar to this one, struck a child in the crosswalk. This is in Denver, near Clay and Asbury, on September 22nd, and then just drove off. So this is a 1990s model GMC Sierra. The child survived, but has serious injuries. So if you know anything about this, please give Metro Denver Crime Stoppers a call.
Okay, now to the Broncos. They are 2-2. They leave Las Vegas with a loss to their rival, the Raiders.
That's right. Now, they don't have too much time to regroup because they host the Colts Thursday night.
And one of their starters is out for the season. Our Broncos insider Troy Rank reports from Dove Valley.
Bad enough losing to the Raiders, but the Broncos also lost 2 players for significant time. Running back Javonte Williams gone for the season after tearing the ACL in his right knee. And star linebacker Randy Gregory, he will undergo arthroscopic surgery on his knee. He's out anywhere from 2 to 6 weeks.
Both those guys are obviously very important to our team. Losing Javonte is so unfortunate, you know, a dynamic player in this league. Randy, same thing, you know, having him to have to miss some time right now is hard because he's been a great force on the team, but hey, so somebody's got to step up.
Williams' injury could not have come at a worse time. Melvin Gordon, his backup, is in a slump. He has fumbled 5 times in his last 44 carries and fumbled in 5 straight games. I asked Coach Hackett today, how do you show faith in Gordon?
Melvin's a true pro. I mean, this is a guy that's been doing this for a long time. He's harder on himself than anybody, and he's part of our team. I mean, we love the guy. I mean, he knows there was a mishap right there, and it's a great opportunity for him to get back out on the field and prove himself, and we're excited to be part of that.
Russell Wilson was also hurt in Sunday's game, dinged up his right shoulder. A source told me he will be fine. The expectation, he will play. Reporting from UC Health Training Center, Troy Rank, Denver 7.
All right, so once again, Broncos host the Colts Thursday night football, and you can watch it right here on Denver 7. We're the only broadcast station carrying the game, in fact. Our coverage starts at 5 p.m., kickoff just after 6, and then special post-game coverage immediately following. Now, take note of this. ABC's Thursday night premieres of Station 19, Grey's Anatomy, and Alaska Daily will be over on our sister station, Local 3, that starts at 7.
They're stuck on, islands. Those are areas that weren't islands before, and now they are surrounded by water.
Search and rescue teams combing southwest Florida looking for survivors days after Hurricane Ian.
Today, just about as nice as it could get. I'll let you know how many more of these we'll see all week.
And Hollywood is coming to Denver. What to expect at this year's Denver Film Festival.
We've been scouring other film festivals from directors, all sorts of other works all year round to bring the best to this community in terms of independent cinema from across the globe.